Top 10 Chests in Gaming. That's right, we're here to rank the best treasure chests in video games. The hell did you think this video was about, you sick fuck? Number 11, Don't Starve Together. A classic survival game that you can play with your friends. It's both harsh and fun. You can create a lot of chests to store your belongings, but the real reason this game is placed at 11 is Chester. He's a sentient storage chest you can discover. He hops around, following you like a dog companion after you've obtained his bone. He's such a good boy, and is extremely useful to boot. Also, I like burning forests to the ground in this game, and wood is required to make wooden chests, therefore... I don't know, I just like committing arson. And Don't Starve Together. Number 10, Mutant Year Zero. I covered this game on my channel back in 2021, so if you wanted to see my full thoughts on this hybrid of turn-based tactics, stealth, and third-person exploration, go check it out. One of the better secrets to come across in the Zone, what the mutants call their post-apocalyptic overworld, are chests that contain either a free weapon or hat. It really is just that simple. Find one, open it, and get a genuinely great reward. Hell yeah, I love chests in video games. I should make a video about them. But then again, it might suck and nobody would watch it. Oh well. Number 9, Luigi's Mansion. This is a game where you suck all the time, and how fitting is it that when you open a chest, you dry hump it for good measure. That's it. That's the reason. Luigi's Mansion. Number 8, Evil Within. I have a big love-hate relationship with this game, so to save myself from having to seriously think about it, I'm gonna tag myself out and let Annaberry take over. All yours. Let's hear why the chests in Evil Within are cool.
Thank you, Dorkaxe. Hello, I'm Annaberry. I absolutely loved my time with Evil Within. I find it to be one of the most tense games I've ever played, and while at times it can feel super unfair, I think that the absolute overwhelming odds contribute greatly to this feeling that you're really in a psychopath's nightmare and amplify the horror tenfold. You never feel safe in this game, and that extends as far as simply opening a chest. In almost every other game I can think of, chests are a moment of reprieve. You can take a breath, relax, and watch a fun chest-opening animation with the knowledge that you have the chance to get something neat. However, in this game, they can be quite risky. Some chests are booby-trapped with bombs inside, and you have to act quick. If you open a chest and the bomb explodes, it can take off a ton of your health, which could not only quickly lead to your death, but who knows when you might find another syringe if you don't already have one on you. It toys around with your resources in a way I haven't seen before. If you aren't good at reacting quick enough to disarm the bomb, are you willing to sacrifice your health and tank the bomb explosion to see what's inside the chest? Maybe it's some ammo for your shotgun, or more brain goop that could be used to push you to unlock an additional part of your overall stamina bar. Though, if you can react quick enough to disarm the bomb, you're not only rewarded with the item inside the chest, but the parts that you scavenge by disarming it, allowing you to craft ammunition for the Agony crossbow, which could really come in handy later in the game. This game never gives you a moment to breathe. In this nightmare, nothing is safe. Even after all the enemies are dead, there could still be a surprise waiting for you, and I love it.
Dang, she just made a case for why the entire game is cool. I agree, but also disagree, but that's neither here nor there. Alright, let's move on to number 7. Kingdom Hearts. Listen, I had to make tough choices for this video to even exist at all. I had the thumbnail idea, I wanted the top 10 gimmick, but for this to work, I had to go outside my comfort zone. Kingdom Hearts is dumb and I'll never play it. However, I have a good buddy who has played it, loves it, and somehow managed to say enough nice things about the chests in it that will stretch to at least 30 seconds. Take it away, Drew Doodle.
Thank you. Thank you. As we begin here, I would like to, say Kingdom Hearts, more like Dingus Farts. Yes, I'm a very funny president. No, but seriously, the Keyblade is probably the most defining aspect of the series visually. Ask anybody, that's probably the first thing they think of if you ask them about Kingdom Hearts. So it's great that when it comes to the treasure chests in these games, they incorporate the weapon into its opening animation. Maybe that disqualifies the chests themselves if I like the Keyblade being part of the animation. Dorkaxe, did you address that earlier? I don't know, I don't really care. I'm just here for the clout. I can't keep track of everybody else's snarky meta jokes. Regardless, the animations are really cool. And like when you open a small chest, the MC taps the chest on the top, which is cute, but when you find a big chest, the game makes a big deal of it. Wham! That's so cool. It fills my dark heart with light. Ah, shit, I just referenced the wrong game.
Thanks so much, Drew. Also, go watch their Pikmin 4 video, it's good. Alright, number 6, Borderlands. I'll have my Borderlands experts take this one. All yours, Dave.
What I love about the chests in Borderlands is their unique oval shape, how they open, and how the guns are just sitting there. It's easy to see if there's anything worth taking. Sure, there mostly isn't, but every new chest contains the possibility of something good. Back to you, Dork.
Wait, that's it? That's all you had to say? Oh god, I really gotta vet my guest spots more thoroughly, Jesus Christ. Number 5, Dying Light. Another game I've done a long video on, and if you remember, I really liked, and hated, the airdrops. I consider these, along with the GRE chests, to both add up to a really good set of set of chests. The opening animation is really nice, and the rewards are, well, hit and miss, but the joy of finding a GRE chest in a quarantine zone never went away, and the gameplay of racing to the airdrops whenever a plane would fly overhead is genuinely amazing. I fucking love it, and Dying Light 2 can suck a dick. I mean, I haven't even played all of it, and it's gotten plenty of updates to maybe make the game better, but I wanted a snappy way to end this section, so there you go. Very snappy and witty. Good job, Dork. Number 4, Fable. As you can see, I'm a lazy content creator. Therefore, I'm asking another friend of mine to take this spot too. Orange Guy from Too Real, take it away.
Hello, this is Orange Guy with Too Real here. For this entry of Best Treasure Chests, I have a pick from Fable, The Lost Chapters, or Anniversary or whatever. Near the start of the game, shortly after the first quest, you'll start being put on a path towards Greatwood Gorge, which is the location of the chest that we're looking for. And after scooting through and cutting through a few bandits, we find it. However, it's locked behind a demon door, which is this game's little secret quest riddle doors. So he'll ask you something specific to meet the standards for opening up. This one in particular wants us to commit an act of great evil in front of it. So you can either develop general hatred of the world, over time, come back in 10 years, or we can eat 11 baby chicks in front of them, which is what we're going to do.
That was wicked, literally. Come on, dive through.
Doing this, he will now open himself, letting us into a surreal room with bramble to cut through. Bam, treasure chest plus sick weapons equals endorphins.
Yes! Yes!
Number 3, Dark Souls. One of my regulars in my Discord is currently making a Dark Souls critique video as I'm writing this, so to save myself from the extra work, I'll let him take this one. Surprising, right? His name is Amazon, but you can just call him Amazon.
Or you could just simply call me Amazon. I'm here to tell you all about Dark Souls, something that I've been thinking about a lot lately. Chests in Dark Souls are in most cases simple. Sure, they're kind of exciting, a new item sitting behind a short but satisfying animation. Maybe a new weapon or armor set, maybe the quest item you need for that guide you're following, or sorcery for your build. But not always. Sometimes we're instead treated to a scare. These are mimics, or mimic chests, made to try and fool you into a cheap death. Unless you knew about them beforehand, Dark Souls is being very, very cruel to us at this moment. We open a chest and get swallowed for absolutely massive damage, probably fatal to some builds. They look and sound weird, even to Dark Souls standards, with their weird laughs, huge tongues, and unsettling build. I recently finished Bloodborne for the first time, and as you, the viewer, might know, Bloodborne doesn't have any mimic chests. I didn't know this, so with my Dark Souls pilled brain, I hit every single chest in the entire game before opening them. This isn't really a big deal, it only took me a second or two, but it tells you that these mimics are genuinely memorable to the point of paranoia.
Boy, that's quite the sight, huh? Mimics. My goodness, even chests aren't safe in Dark Souls. Literally the Dark Souls of chests. If chests were a video game, Dark Souls would be the Mario Maker of chests. In my opinion, Dark Souls is number 2, Terraria. The animation is non-existent and there's no trickery involved here, but I absolutely love the chests in Terraria. My favorite part of the game is exploring underground at the beginning of a playthrough, just digging and digging, trying to find cool stuff. Coming across a chest is one of the highlights, as anything could be in it. Well, probably not anything in the game, but still, there's a chance to find a lot of really great equipment and items. Even cooler, there are a ton of different kinds of chests. Golden ones are great, but the biome-specific ones, Frozen for ice, Ivy for jungle, and on, with their own potential for specific items, make exploring into new areas even more enjoyable. I love exploring in this game, so much fun. Almost as good as the fishing. Wait, scratch that. Even better than the fishing.
Oh.
Honorable mention, God of War. Honestly, I don't like God of War all that much, and I really don't see why this chest opening animation is so cool. I find it very boring, silly, and unexciting, both for the rewards gained and the presentation. However, everywhere I looked online, everybody was singing its praises. So, to combat my negativity, I dragged in Nate Dogg to fight for why chests in God of War are so cool. Take it away.
Yeah, hi. Well, as it turns out, you're just completely wrong, Mr. Dorkaxe, because opening up the chests in God of War is cool as hell. You wanna know why? Because Kratos doesn't just open the chest, he fucking punches right through it. Even though there are some chests where he does open it. But that's beside the point. Who cares if the rewards are cool or not cool? It doesn't matter. He punches through the chest. You see Atreus trying to open up the chest. It's harder than it looks. He has to use his bow. He can't punch through it. He tried doing that and nearly broke his hand. So you know what? Opening up the chest is cool.
Alright, that's enough. We don't need to hear about God of War chests anymore.
You know what? Fuck you. You're not even paying me to be in this video. And you know what? I went out of
Someone
my
get
way-
this guy out of here.
I will literally destroy this fucking video.
Oh, fuck, he actually broke it, didn't he? Alright, hang on. Let me try to get this back on track. Number 1. Stardew Valley is a farming simulator type game where you own your own Well, that wasn't it. Let's try this one.
Number 1.
The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild is close, but still no. How about this? Welcome to the Dead Rising re-review. It's been a long time coming, but here we're fine. Oh, you weren't supposed to see that. Okay, here we go. This is the one. Number 1. Zelda. The Zelda series is the obvious number 1 to this list, but because there are so many games in the Zelda franchise that have their own flavor on chests, we're gonna do an impromptu top 5. Top 5 Zelda chests. And no, there's no honorable mention for the Great Fairy's boobs. Number 5, A Link to the Past. While the animation for opening them isn't anything special, this is the first Zelda game to feature treasure chests, so it just had to get a shout out. Also, it just felt good to snub Skyward Sword's chests, since the jingle when opening them sucks, the chests don't look very interesting, and the pose Link has at the end is silly. I did like the goddess cubes though, even though everyone else on the planet hated them. Something about finding a secret in the overworld to make a chest appear in the hub area-ish to find and open is very appealing. Anyway, yeah, A Link to the Past. Fuck Skyward Sword. All my homies hate Skyward Sword. Number 4, Twilight Princess. This one isn't a giant leap over Skyward Swords or anything, but the music that accompanies the opening of the Twilight Princess chests sounds so much better and more rewarding. Link's face is still kinda dumb looking, sure, but I still felt the magic with the chests in Twilight Princess. Number 3, Wind Waker. Many chests have cool designs, like the Spiky Boys for instance, and you can use your grappling hook at sea to dig up buried treasure, those chests also having a unique and interesting design. Toon Link leaning over into the chest is also nice, making the entire package memorable all around. I want to give a quick shout out to Phantom Hourglass though. Fuck that game, it's incredibly tedious to play and has no personality of its own, from the dungeons to the music, but the minigame where you grab a chest from the ocean is kind of neat, even though all of the sunken treasure chests simply give you fucking ship parts, which are terrible rewards. Ah man, fuck that game. Fuck the Temple of the Ocean King. Number 2, Breath of the Wild / Tears of the Kingdom. These two made it so high up due to their interesting distinctions over the others. These chests aren't nearly as grandiose, sporadic, or grant consistently worthwhile rewards. However, you can open them from any direction, which is neat. But even more, you can interact with them in other ways, either with Magnesis in Breath of the Wild or Ultra Hand in Tears of the Kingdom. You can drop them on enemies, fish them out of the water, dig them up from underground, or use their metal properties in a lightning storm. Very cool. The fact that they aren't so special, that you can interact with them like any other object in the game, makes them, in a way, very special. Number 1. Ocarina of Time / Majora's Mask. Not only did the slow build of opening chests start in Ocarina of Time, to this day they look great and feel great to open. This definitely could be nostalgia talking, but I take Ocarina and Majora's chest animations over almost any in the series or any other game out there. Plus, when they teleport in with the circly rings, it feels so goddamn cool. Now, if I had to pick which one I preferred, I think I'd have to go with Majora's Mask. Not only do their chest designs look even cooler, but they had to make animations for 4 different types of bodies. Link leans over, Deku Link hops in, and Goron and Zoro both easily reach their hands into the chest to get the contents. Oh, you gotta love it. I love Majora's Mask so much. That'll do it for this year's April Fool's video. No Shrek this time, sorry friends, I don't have it in me. This was a very... Top 3 Zelda boobs! Well, not the character Zelda, I just mean the games, you know, the ones Link is featured in. You get it. Anyway. Number 3, Urbosa. The Gerudo champion, both in canon and my heart, earns her spot in 3rd place. I don't really have anything else to say. I'm not sure how much I want to talk about boobs in depth in this video. Oh my god. Number 2, Telma. From Twilight Princess, this lady had a, frankly, obnoxious set of boobs. I remember one time I was reading about the game in a Nintendo Power magazine in middle school, and my arch rival, literally named Chad, came over and feigned interest in what I was reading. Finally, someone else who likes Zelda games, I thought. Except, he just took a picture of this chick's enormous breasts with his flip phone and went back to his friends and laughed. Fucking Chad. Number 1. This one is probably obvious, the Great Fairy from Breath of... Not! Number 1 is Ivy! Ivy from Soul Calibur 2! You didn't read the fine print, I said games that Link is featured in! That's right, Ivy wins! I have come! Full circle, and in more ways than one. That's it, folks, that's the video! Get the fuck off my lawn! Thanks for watching, folks, for real this time. I have a Patreon you could sign up to, and I'd love for you to subscribe to my channel, but I'd like you to check out some of the other people I included in this video if any caught your interest. I've linked them in the description, so if you liked what you heard, go give them a sub. Sandwich. Alright, that's really all I got this time. Have a good one, I'll see you next time.
Nick! I'm no expert in aircraft carrier design,